Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow-melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Teaming up with Mary's Place, we're doing Kicks for Kids. Yep, doing it again because we got to get them. We got to get them kicks on those kids' feet. They're going back to school. They want new sneakers. We got to get that done.
And shout out to all the great rockaholics that have been donating, including a great friend to the show, BJ. Remember Sandra, Free to Be Me?
Oh,
donated
free?
Some money to Kicks for Kids, which is very cool.
Free? Yeah, she's awesome.
Also awesome is Wendy, in honor of Mel Miller, donated $300.
Woo!
And then a lot of Kimberly, $269. We talked about an earlier part of the 69 crew. It's just great. We had a goal last year of like $15,000. We ended up more than doubling it. Over $36,000 was raised for Kicks for Kids. So this year, man, we're going big. We're hoping that we're going to raise $40,000. So every donation, every dollar helps.
That's awesome, man. You want it, and like Steve said, anything helps. Just go to KISW.com to donate today.
Let's play Beat Migs.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs, but it's Wednesday, so maybe there'll be a whacking.
Whack it.
Let me see everybody do their Mr. Wacky then. All right.
And Steve, earlier today, you were Mr. Wacky.
Big win.
Yep, big win. Got you back on track. We'll have to see if it continues. We got Jordan in Poulsbo. Jordan, are you there?
I hope so.
You are. It
sir.
sounds great.
Oh, sweet.
All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Jordan will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Jordan, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Who became an internet sensation in 2005 with memes based on exaggerated feats of combat?
Ooh, pass.
Who was Angelina Jolie married to in the early 2000s?
Brad Pitt.
No.
Oh, what's that old dude's name from Bad Santa? Shoot, pass.
What 2 colors make green?
Blue and yellow.
Yes. In what decade did the Pillsbury Doughboy first appear on television?
50s.
No.
40s.
No.
60s.
Yes. Sound navigation ranging is better known as what?
Sonar.
Yes. What was the color of Dorothy's slippers in the original Wizard of Oz book?
Red?
No.
Yellow.
No.
Pass.
What is Maxwell House coffee named after?
Ooh. Pass.
In what substance is Han Solo frozen in The Empire Strikes Back?
Carbonite.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 correct. All right, I mean, there's points there. He scored some points. He scored some points. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see. It could be a tough one. These could be tough questions. And just think about it. Yesterday, Steve had some major brain farts and only dropped a deuce. So it stands to reason that he could get whacked today. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's right. Maybe these questions will be tough for him. Steve, are you ready? Who became an internet sensation in 2005 with memes based on exaggerated feats of combat?
Chuck Norris?
Yes.
Nice.
Who was Angelina Jolie married to in the early 2000s?
Chuck Norris.
No.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yes.
All right, then.
What two colors make green?
Yellow and blue make green. Or brew.
Yes. In what decade did the Pillsbury Doughboy first appear on television? You just poked yourself.
I did. 60s?
Yes. Oh. Sound navigation ranging is better known as what?
Sonar.
Yes. Oh, what was the color of Dorothy's slippers in the original Wizard of Oz book?
They were black and white, so there was no color.
No.
Red?
No.
Gold?
No.
Silver?
Yeah.
Damn it.
What is Maxwell House Coffee named after?
Maxwell?
No.
Oh. Maxwell Street in Chicago?
No.
Max.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You win.
Whoa.
5-4.
Yes.
So close, Jordan.
Damn.
And it was Billy Bob Thornton.
Thank you, Jordan.
Yeah, that was the one that got him, was Billy Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Reb, you were right. This was closer than I expected it to be.
Yeah, I knew that the first couple of ones, which Jordan did not get correct, so he missed Chuck Norris and Billy Bob. So I know those were going to be his downfall, but I figured that some of these would be a little bit tougher than normal.
At first I was thinking Brian Williams, but that wasn't a meme. That was just him.
Oh, gosh, yeah, right. There's one question you didn't get to that Jordan did get correct, but I'd love to know if you know this. In what substance is Han Solo frozen in The Empire Strikes Back?
Carbonite.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, cool. The one that you both missed because you figured out that silver was the original color in the book for Wizard of Oz. What is Maxwell House Coffee named after?
It's got to be someone named Max.
No, it in fact is not.
I have no clue.
Is it a lighthouse?
No, it's a hotel. So the Maxwell House Hotel.
And was that their brand of like coffee? They made their own, and
I don't know. I didn't do that much research on
I
that.
bet
no.
that's the case. I bet the Maxwell House was known for great coffee, and no wonder they were able to put out a brand for so long.
You would be the worst storyteller at a bar. Like, you're like, did you know that Maxwell House is not named after a certain person, it's named after a hotel? And you're like, whoa! And then someone would have a follow up, be like, yeah, that's all I know. I mean,
that's all I know. You got your phone on, you look it up.
Right, Wikipedia, you idiot.
Yeah. Well, congrats, you won.
Yeah, congratulations, Steve. Good for you. Normally when we come out with lists, I always argue with them, especially when they go, here's the best of whatever. But this new study uses science, so I don't know. You know me, I love my science.
You love science, so this is going to be a problem for you.
I don't know if you can disagree with it, because they basically, what they did is they gave nearly 3,000 comedy fans a long list of comedians and asked them to select their favorites. They used that feedback to cut the list to top 20, and that had 120 volunteers watch a stand-up special by each one. And the participants' audio responses were recorded and analyzed by a program that registered laughter at 60 decibels and higher. And then they ranked the comedians by how much laughter they could generate per hour. I have to say, this is an amazing study, because I don't know the ages of everybody, but you got to think that some of these people on this list, you know, what was funny when they were at their peak probably isn't funny to people today. Like, you know, it's just like some comics, they had their own shtick back, 30, 40, 50 years ago. And so this is
You might be laughing at a Jerry Seinfeld joke when you were in your 20s, but now you grow up and you're like, man, I don't know why I thought that was as funny as I thought it was.
Or you could be like a Danny or a Vicky or a Joe, and you didn't really know much about Seinfeld, and therefore don't find his humor good at all.
So I would imagine number one on the list is Carrot Top.
Carrot Top is number one. You called it.
That would make me so happy if that was the case.
Yeah,
and it'd be like the ultimate vindication for Carrot Top. I feel like he needs that.
Yeah, the trouble is that he's not, like, he wasn't picked in the top 20.
I think the trouble is that he's not funny. I'd be like, watch your whore mouth. That guy is funny, and his props are fantastic.
Yeah, I'm not gonna throw shade at Carrot Top. He's had a great career, but I think
he's like the Nickelback of comedians.
Yeah, well,
laughing all the way to the bank.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I think Nickelback has achieved more than he did.
I don't know, man. The net worth of Carrot Top is probably pretty crazy. He had a Vegas residency.
Net worth. All right, then. You know what? If we're gonna go by net worth, I have no clue.
So I think the net worth on Carrot Top.
Allegedly $70 million.
That's less than Craig Gass.
That's true. They said 89 million for Craig Gass.
Yeah. All right, so I think we can all guess number one. I mean, at least my generation, no doubt about it, this performer was insane. And, of course, we all know this performer long after my generation, but he was a stand-up comic in my generation.
Your generation. Moses.
Moses, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, he had that top 10 list.
Yeah, he really did. Moses did. He really did. He was something, that Moses. You guys know this guy. Oh, I said he was a guy. I was trying to keep it gender.
Bill Hicks?
Ooh, good call.
Bill Hicks. He's number 8 on the list, actually.
I'm glad he's on the list.
Yeah, and this is how much laughter they generate per hour. And Bill Hicks generates 3 minutes and 12 seconds of laughter per hour when they watch his special. So Bill Hicks definitely deserved to be on the list. He was number 8. This person more famous and popular and also crossed over outside of comedy into other methods of entertainment.
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
Good call, too.
You know, really an amazing thing that you're going back, but Richard Pryor not on this list yet. Many people would say he was a massive inspiration to them. Not on the list.
Not on the list?
Didn't make the top 20, yeah.
What are you talking about, man? He's number 10.
Oh, I'm so sorry, dude. I totally, I went up and down the list and I missed him. Oh, I'm glad you saw that. You know what?
Well, now I can't guess because now I saw number 1.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised that Richard Pryor wasn't on this list. That's the thing with these lists. Richard Pryor.
Blame the list, not your eyes.
All right, so you saw number 1.
Yeah, I did.
Anybody else want to guess at all?
George Carlin.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, wow, you guys are really going old school.
Well, you said it's part of your time.
He was old, yeah.
I guess you guys don't realize this guy was part of my time too. George Carlin was actually a little ahead of my time. Granted, I was a teenager, but George Carlin was famous in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Wow. And this person really started making a name for themselves in the late 70s, then 80s and 90s. And up until his death, he was considered perhaps one of the best comics ever.
Rodney Dangerfield?
Hey, no respect.
You know what? I shouldn't have said he was from my generation as far as a stand-up comic. All right, Vicky, you know him as a great television and movie star.
That doesn't help.
A comedian.
There's a lot of comedians that are television
stars. All right, Rev, how about
now.
you? He was he and Billy Crystal and Whoopi Goldberg were a great team.
Oh, that's a gimme.
He still doesn't know. Wow, they don't know. Wow,
no,
they were part of
what
HBO
are you even talking about?
Comic Relief. It was the three
of them.
I don't
even remember Comic Relief.
Billy Crystal, Whoopi Goldberg, and this fine gentleman who was amazing. They did Comic Relief. Well, you don't know.
I know the answer, but can I read what some of the textures have guessed?
Sure, go ahead.
Robin Williams.
There we go. How did you guys not guess that guy?
I don't remember Comic Relief.
Yeah.
And I don't think Vicky remembers Robin Williams as a stand-up comic.
That's because it's my generation, but they're guessing like Moses, and they're guessing all these people way
I didn't
older.
guess Moses.
All right.
And I thought Rodney Dangerfield was your age.
Rodney Dangerfield, I mean, he was more of I would say, gosh, I mean, he might have been a 60s comic, 1960s, and I was a little kid. And he was famous, of course, in Caddyshack in the 70s, but, yeah.
Who would you put on the list, though, if you had to pick?
You know what, dude? Seriously, I would put the people they put on this list. This is a great list. Eddie Murphy at number 2. Red Fox. I love that he got a mention because Red Fox, you may know him from Sanford and Son, he was a tremendous comic. Mm-hmm. And, Jim Carrey, Bernie Mac. Steve, these are the people I put on the list. Joan Rivers deserves to be on there.
Dave Chappelle's on the top 10. I'm happy that he made the top 10. You know, there's one, and I know he wasn't going to be on the list, but I'm actually happy, and someone that is near and dear to my heart, and I think yours as well, a great person that's no longer with us is Mitch Hedberg.
Yes.
He came in at number 17, and I thought that was pretty badass that he cracked the top 20 because he deserves to be.
That would have been, I would have said, no way should they not. They should be on the list. And you know what? They put people on the list like him that I believe, including, and I got to give, a lot of people don't know her, Tig Notaro, who is really, really funny. And she's got a show where they bring out celebrities because Tig Notaro is so off the grid in her life that she doesn't know anybody who's a celebrity. And so I forget what the name of the show is, but it's so funny as they bring out these famous people and Tig does it. They're sitting right in front of her. She doesn't know who the hell they are. And they try to give clues as to who they are. And they're like people, like Taylor Swift or whatever, like people you should know. And Tig is like, I have no idea who this person is. And Tig does some great stand-up comedy. I really, and she's also funny as hell on Star Trek Discovery. So there's Jim Gaffigan, Lewis Black, Stephen Wright, Kevin Hart. I mean, Steve, these are people I put on the list. This is one of the best lists I've ever seen.
And it's all because of science.
Science!
For me, and it's not on the list. He's not on the list, but I mean, I just know it just from my personal experience of being at his shows and leaving. My face would hurt because I was laughing so hard, and that's Jim Brewer. I think Jim Brewer is one of the most underrated comics out there. He is great. Every time I've seen him perform, he just slays.
I wouldn't argue if he was on this list.
No.
I mean, he didn't make it, but I wouldn't argue if he was on it.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. Hey, you got something to say? I got something to say. They're wild, rabid, and on the loose. This is Listeners on the Loose.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999. Whatever it is you want to talk about, man, we are opening the phones for you. But remember, Steve does have this rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ. That's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you. And then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It's Listeners on the Loose. Chad and Everett, you are on the Rock.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, Chad, what's up, buddy?
Trying to get on and talk to you guys. Hey, I wanted to bring up something you guys talked about earlier about open concept bathrooms.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's where there's no walls. The bathroom is like in the middle of the joint, and there's no walls, no doors.
So what you're saying, Chad, is you want to poop in public?
Yeah, no, I actually have an open concept bathroom. So,
Did you
intentionally?
No, actually, when the realtor took us to the house, we walked into the house and you had to see the living room and the kitchen, and then they're like, "Oh, let's go look at the master bedroom." And so we walk into the master bedroom, and to the left is where the bed would be, and then to the right, there's the bathroom. No walls, no doors, nothing, just the bathroom.
So now that is weird, but at least it's the bedroom, which I guess, a lot of couples do, leave the door open in their master bedroom if they have a master bath. That I understand. I thought the one we were talking about was it was right there. It was like,
it didn't look like a master bedroom. It almost looked like it was in a living room.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a little too much for me. Yeah, at least we can close the door to the master bedroom. But it took us. We've been in the house for 2 years. It took us about 6 months to get used to it because we were like, we're going to put a wall in here, and then we just got used to it and said, "Nah."
Wow. Do you know why? Did the realtor tell you why it was designed that way?
He did not. That's just the way the guy wanted it, apparently. I don't know why, but it was definitely different.
I'm seeing some pictures, some examples of that, and I don't mind the idea of having the bathtub near the bed because it almost feels like you're in some kind of fancy hotel room in a sense, you got the little spa treatment going on. But I still think that the toilet needs to be closed off and there needs to be a door. I'm okay with the shower and the bathtub being within a few feet of the bed, but I don't know, man. If I have to go poop, I don't want to be sitting there while my wife's reading a book, watching TV in the bed.
Yeah, that's what I have in my master bedroom because it's an older house, and the sink and everything you can see it right from the bed, but there is a door for the toilet, and also that happens to be the same room the shower is in, so the toilet and the shower together. So I mean, you get that excitement if you both need to use one or the other.
And can we just put the kibosh on? Everyone wants to do those really fancy farm doors, and they're really nice, but they don't belong in a bathroom. And I've gone to hotels where they have those nice the barn doors that swing, from wall to wall, whatever. But you could hear everything. So I'm sharing a hotel room with a dude and a chick, and I got to get, business going on, and I just can't because I can hear everything, and I'm sure they could. And when they went, I could smell everything, so that wasn't good.
That's not cool.
That's funny you say that because we have a barn door that goes from our master bedroom into our master bathroom. It's a barn door setup, but also I don't dare go in that room to take care of business. I have my own bathroom.
Well, and that's also in your master bedroom. It's not
and there's still a door for the actual toilet, so it's you still got
I'm with
separation.
Vicky.
That's not too bad. Okay,
I'm with Vicky. The hotel. Come on, you got to have almost like basically a vault door on that bathroom. You know what I mean? Because you are going to be sharing it. Of course, the courtesy is you run down and use the lobby bathroom if you're really going to destroy the place. You just can't do that.
That's the agreement I have with my wife, man. Whenever I'm just I'm going to go check out the lobby, and she knows exactly what I mean.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I have some friends that sometimes I travel with, back before COVID. And, they didn't, my one buddy, Sean's like, no, I'm not going down to the lobby, and destroys the place. And you're like, we all have to live here, you idiot.
That's funny because when we shared rooms as a hockey team on those tournaments, there's just no holds barred. It just doesn't, we don't care. It's almost like a badge of honor.
Oh,
It's just like, hey, can I drive everybody out of this room?
I'm going to make sure I, have my own room at that point.
Well, fortunately for you, don't play hockey. You don't come on these hockey tournaments. So there's still a few steps before you can even get to that
you're
point.
Absolutely right. I mean,
you don't like taking showers and drinking beers with the fellas?
Yeah, there's a couple barriers. I think I'll be okay. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It's listeners on the loose.
Someone had a question about food, and, we are your food leaders. They said, when it comes to breakfast, what non-breakfast food do you eat for breakfast?
Non-breakfast food do I eat for breakfast?
Well, I've been guilty of having pizza for breakfast before.
Yeah.
I really love breakfast food, so it's like if I've got to eat, I always want it to be some breakfasty food. I don't want to have something outside of that, but I can't. I don't know. You know what it is? Snacks like nacho chips, potato chips. Maybe desserts that like everything we get to the station. Really, a lot of times it's during our show, and it's breakfast time. But we've had burgers before. We've had everything outside of it.
That's for me. It's like, and that was when I hit my heaviest. When I was around that 280-pound range in my life, it was because I was stopping at Jack in the Box on my way to work to get a jumbo jack, and maybe 2 to 6 of those tacos that go down real easy.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
I miss those days. I don't miss the waistline, but I miss having those tacos for breakfast. There was nothing greater than just dropping like $20 for the whole show and getting tacos, and you'd come in with 40 tacos.
So many,
you
big baller,
right? The greasiest bag I'd be walking into.
Yeah, but you were everybody's friend.
Oh man, our enemy, depending on how it went later in the day.
That's a good point. 2060. How about anybody else have a favorite food outside of breakfast?
I really very often eat leftovers, whatever we had the night before, I will eat for breakfast.
You're sometimes just choking down a sausage in the morning.
Excuse me? I'll eat my rice and sausages because I like more than one because they're not super filling.
It's true. Vicky brings anything in but breakfast food.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do cereal in the morning, and I've tried doing that, bringing my milk and cereal, and it's just a pain in the ass. So I'll just bring leftovers, and it's delicious.
I didn't even think about that. I have a bunch of chicken and potatoes most mornings. It's like my second
that's
meal.
right. And I totally forgot that too. And basically, I'm like, just you're right next to me, going, "Oh, I wish I could have some of that."
Yeah, just chunks of chicken and potatoes.
You're like a tall hobbit having second breakfast.
It is my second breakfast. Yeah.
I like it.
Vicky has a lot of good stuff. She'll bring in and she'll just give me, "Hey, would you like a random sausage, or would you like some of this cheese souffle?" Whatever the hell she's done. It's like, and it's completely not breakfast at all.
No, some arroz con pollo, anything. Arroz con pollo.
So I have a hot dog every morning. A texter just said.
Oh, nice. Hot dog is nice.
I was thinking about just like steak and eggs. I mean, you still have the eggs, but having a steak for breakfast is pretty amazing.
Yeah, and I guess if you do it that way, it's considered breakfast, which is I always thought it was weird that like, wow, steak should not be there, but then they've officially made it a breakfast food if you put it with the eggs. Absolutely. But having steak for breakfast ain't bad.
But I'm like you, BJ. I would love to. Every once in a while, I enjoy when we go somewhere where they do have like breakfast all hours, like a random like restaurant. I enjoy having like eggs and hash browns and toast for dinner. I think it's totally fine.
Yeah, I will never turn that down. 206.
I was going to say, do you guys think this is weird? Danny texted me and he said chicken wings for breakfast. I don't know if I could do that spicy in the morning.
Well, you don't have to get the spicy chicken wings.
Oh, that's right. But I mean, that's my first thought is spicy. Is that too much?
Someone said chicken and waffles. I mean, that's part of it is a breakfast item.
Yeah. Vicky, I don't think it's because people just douse their eggs with Tabasco. So at that point, the spice is not the problem.
Yeah, speaking of spicy, I have an odd breakfast item: jalapeno poppers.
For breakfast?
Yeah, it started because a bar during Sundays for football would open early at 10, and I'd get a beer and jalapeno poppers every time I went there.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, I mean, to be quite honest, it's a great way to start the day.
Well, that makes sense because if you're doing the football thing because we're on the West Coast, you are starting your lunch early. You're starting your snacking and beer and very early.
So it says I have peanut butter and jelly every morning. I didn't even think about that, but so do I. So I guess I do a lot of weird breakfast things.
You know what? That's a really good point. I've never actually seen you have, when it's your own, you never bring in breakfast.
No, I have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a banana every morning.
I guess banana can kind of become, if you put bananas on cereal.
Or banana. I feel like a banana is a breakfast item.
Yeah.
Plus,
but
you
it's
drink
also
coffee.
it's a great dessert item, too.
Well, yeah, when you slather some ice cream on that bitch.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. So bananas are really, and the only thing banana fits with dessert and breakfast, but I haven't seen a whole lot of bananas in lunch.
You can do a banana and peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's the Elvis special, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'll have a rice cake and slather some banana, some peanut butter on, and then chop up some bananas and put it on there. And I'm like, this is the Elvis special right here, baby.
Yeah. And is that your lunch or
That's
your
a
breakfast?
snack.
That's a snack. Oh, that's good job, Elvis. Well, thank you.
I only have it when I'm on the toilet, BJ. I can't. That's not lunch or dinner.
Oh,
that'd be weird.
That's my toilet wine and my toilet food.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock.
99.9 KISW, listeners on the loose, 206-421-ROCK, text us at 77999. JR and Puyallup, you are on The Rock.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, JR. What you got for us, brother?
All right, I'm calling for some advice from Steve, not parenting advice.
Okay, good, because nobody cares about that.
Yeah. So I live in South Hill as well, and we just recently got a brand new Jackson's on 160th and Meridian. I pass it every morning now, so now it's my gas station. So I was kind of curious if Steve's maybe top 5, something I should pick up. I got the rewards card, so we're going to be going there a lot.
This is okay. Finally, something you're an expert on, Steve. I mean, usually you don't know a lot about, but if anybody's an expert on Jacksons,
I'm all
in the
about
top
the Jacksons.
5.
Okay,
yes.
Well, for the longest time, I've been pimping out the caramel cookie, but I have to say something has now jumped ahead of that in the cookie world.
Wait! What? This is news.
Yes, now my go-to cookie at Jackson's is the Snickerdoodle. It's amazing.
Oh, Snickerdoodles are good. Are you all right?
I don't know. I know this isn't the proper way to describe something, but it's like it's a juicy cookie. I don't know how else to say it. It's like it's very moist. It's delicious, man.
Wow. Juicy
it's the best.
cookie. Yeah, don't describe it that way.
Then also you got the chewy caramel cookie. That's really good. You also got the chocolate bars that have the caramel. It's the Jackson's brand chocolate bars with the gooey caramel inside of it. Okay. Phenomenal.
Okay.
Those would be my top 3.
All right.
Yeah, you're overwhelming me. And I don't know if you've been in that Jackson's, because it's way nicer than the other one. Man, it's the nicest gas station I've ever been in my life.
Steve, you got to go.
I haven't been to that one.
Go to the new Jackson's. It probably smells all fresh and clear. Seriously, dude.
But I like the Jackson's I go to. They always see me and they're like, hey, you getting that cookie again? I'm like, you know it.
That's awesome. Oh, thanks for the call, JR. I appreciate it. Let's go to Justin and Puyallup. Justin, you are on The Rock.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Justin. What you got for us?
So, before I get into this, hey, Steve, talk about your kid all you want, because we got to listen to BJ talk about his.
So I like that. By default, it's okay.
Why is this a shot at me? I didn't complain about Steve at all, and yet I get a shot. This ain't right.
It wasn't a shot. It wasn't a shot.
Oh, really?
So,
okay. Yeah.
No. So, hey, so I got some openings in my art time here, and I was going to work on something. I kicked this idea around with Rev, and So what I need to do is I'm going to draw you guys. The whole morning show is like a movie poster, like a promo movie poster. But what I need to know is what fictitious character do each of you identify with that I'll end up putting on it. So, like, for example, BJ, are you really Spock in disguise? And then we'll do you as Spock, or is it
I'll
something
tell you
else?
this.
So what do you guys...
Even though I love Spock, I think if you're to do it, in every movie poster, there's always that bad guy looming in the background, and and I think if you make me look like either Darth Vader or you want to see my face, so put me in a hood like Palpatine. I think that would, because that tends to be my mood most of the time. It's just like, wipe them out, that kind of a thing. So I would love that, man. Just have me in that black cloak, just with that ominous look on my face. Ooh.
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
It wasn't what Justin was thinking, but I mean, that's what I'm feeling.
Well, you were feeling more Spocky for BJ.
Yeah, I thought, with his background, I'm into the nerdy collective stuff, and BJ always tries to do stuff very logical and has a thought process behind it. So, for
all right,
me,
well,
I thought he was...
You're the artist. If you think I should be a better Spock, I'll leave it up to you because it is your creation.
How about we do evil Spock?
Oh, with the Spock with a beard. I remember that. That was a good one. The Mirror Spock.
There you go.
Wait, for
Whatever
real?
buddy.
There was an evil Spock?
Oh, yeah, dude. He was awesome.
Yeah, a little goatee and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, and wasn't there a band called Spock's Beard, Rev, or something like that?
Spock's Beard? I don't know, man.
Oh, I think so. It was like it was a pretty hip thing in the world of Star Trek, which I think has always pissed off William Shatner because Spock's character has aged very well. Everybody still loves Spock, but if you think of Kirk, not a lot of people think Kirk has aged well.
Yeah, there was a band, or is a band, Spock's Beard. They're prog rock band from L.A.
Oh yeah, dude.
They like to wear the shirts that BJ wears, the button-down shirts with the flames on them.
Oh, yeah. I love those guys.
Wow. Somebody said that you should draw me as He-Man.
Oh, yes.
Dude, that'd be badass.
I would be okay with that. Or Deadpool, another texter said.
Justin, do you already have an idea in your head about us? Because if you have one about me, well, did you already have ideas for who everybody should be?
Like I had different ideas and thought processes, but, my idea is going to be off from you guys.
Except my idea. You didn't like my idea. I
No,
I had no idea.
Awesome.
Except what for you, BJ? That's going to be my
idea. For the Rev, I was thinking like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. So he's got his steampunk, and he's maybe got this like steampunk blunderbuss and everything.
I like that.
And then Danny's got this like Bart Simpson skater goth kind of going on.
So you actually do have ideas. Steve, I have to say I'm getting very frustrated with Justin. I'll be honest with you.
I like it because I don't really want to. I don't know what I would be like. My first thought was like, I like hockey. I like getting punched in the face. Not really, but I thought, okay, I could be like one of the members of the Hanson brothers from Slap Shot. But I'd rather you go with what you think because I think that's more fun.
Yeah, I'm kind of done with Justin.
All right, so what I'm hearing is I'll just do it. And I'll send it up to the studio, and you guys can just be surprised when you get it.
That is a wonderful idea.
And BJ's going to be disappointed.
Oh, I'm already done with Justin. Justin's
because he doesn't want you to be what you want to be.
No,
you want to be dark and evil, and he wants you to be Spocky.
Right?
The whole call started wrong, and I'm sorry. I'm just
He's so kind of cranky about it. Instead of Spock,
I am.
maybe
He took a shot at me and he wouldn't own up to the fact that it was a shot, and then then he's just like, no, I don't want you to be what you want to be. I never should have asked that question. What would you like to be, BJ? Well, I'd like to be this. Well, actually, I thought you should be that. Well, then why you ask me questions?
But why did he take a shot at you? Is it an insult to be Spocky?
No, that wasn't the shot. When he said that, we got to listen to your kids, so we should listen to Steve's. And that was a shot, but he was like, no, it wasn't.
I think he meant to say, just kidding.
Yeah, JK.
That's
JK fixes everything. You know what? They can all go JK themselves.
See, he can't do any wrong because he's the one that drew my grandfather's portrait for my mom for Christmas.
All right, well,
so he does no wrong to me.
And he drew me getting choked out by Hulk Hogan.
Yes, exactly. He cannot do any wrong in our eyes.
Yeah, he hasn't drawn a damn thing for me, has he? No, he hasn't.
Well, here he is about to, and now you're just poo-pooing. How about you just,
I'm
you know
done
what?
with Justin.
Wasn't there a movie about
your friend?
The emojis? Make BJ a poop emoji since you just don't like him so much.
Oh, listen, he might as well.
And it was Patrick Stewart who did the voice.
Yep. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, because I'm gonna, you know what? If he gives me a copy of that picture, you know where it's going.
In the living room?
Yeah, right on the mantle.
Not the living room.
Ooh, above his bed.
Yeah, that's exactly where it's going. Yeah, Vicky, exactly. Yeah, lovely. 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999. It's listeners on the loose.
Someone said they could draw you as Gary Ridgway.
That would be funny. But you know what? I have no choice in this, Steve. It doesn't matter. Stop making suggestions. Justin's already made his plans.
That was funny. Like, what do you guys want to be? And he's just like, I'd really like to be Palpatine. He's like, I was thinking something else.
Yeah, no, I got news for you. I know Justin's done good stuff, but he's like my nemesis now. I want nothing to do with him. I want nothing to do with people who just, say things but they mean something else. I'm done with those folks. I'm too old for it, Steve.
Clearly.
Yeah.
How about this one? This guy, a texter, wants to talk about food. I just had Costco rotisserie chicken last night. I housed the whole thing by myself. I'm pretty proud of myself, to be honest.
I miss that because that was always a staple when my wife lived with me was that, she would always go to Costco and she would do that right and put it everywhere. Like that Costco chicken would just be so much a part of our weekly food. Oh, it's so good.
I would put that up there as one of the foods that the scent or the smell of it, sometimes you smell something and then you eat it and you're like kind of disappointed. I feel like that matches. The taste and the smell are always on point. Because I'll get a rotisserie chicken. It's in my car, and I'm like, it takes everything not to open up that bag and just start picking at it as I'm driving. And then when I finally do eat it, I'm like, oh, this is even better than what I was smelling.
I was about to ask, does anybody else open it immediately and start eating it while driving? Because I may or may not do.
You get your hands all greasy and you're doing the wheel.
I don't care. It's so delicious.
That's what napkins are for.
Exactly. That's on my shirt.
I was going to say your pants.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah. And next thing you know, I don't know how I hit that retaining wall, officer. But the chicken was delicious.
Someone says, BJ, it sounds like you need a hug.
I don't need a hug. No, just keep your hugs to yourself.
Hey, somebody agrees with you, BJ. That call was pointless. If the point was that's what everyone wants to be, and he wasn't going to use those ideas anyway.
Yeah, you know me, Steve. You know how I am. If somebody, doesn't want to admit something, I'm done. I'm like, look, who are you kidding? That wasn't a shot. Oh no, I don't want you to be that. I'm like, you know what? I got no time for you. If you just,
I still don't know why that was a shot. But
he's like, we should listen to your kid's stories because we got to listen to his stories. How is that a positive line?
This is just a fun joke.
No, it's not a fun joke.
The whole thing started me reading a text from someone who was sick of hearing me talk about my kid. I could laugh it off. It was not a big deal.
Well, here's the thing.
Fun.
I don't, but look, if it was a shot, it was meant to be a joke, but it still was a shot joke. I'm just like, if I take a shot at you, Steve, I'm not going to go, oh, I wasn't really taking a shot at you, Steve. Even if I'm doing it in fun, that's all I'm saying is at least admit that, oh yeah, I took a shot at you for fun. But he was like, no, I wasn't taking a shot at you.
I need a shot for this shot.
Yeah, I know. It did. It definitely triggered me. I was in a good mood till Justin's call.
Thanks a lot, Justin.
Thanks, Justin. I'm done with you. Done with your paintings and your pictures and all of your little art stuff.
Everything was going so well until you called, man.
It really was, dude. I'm telling you, I popped out. I was like really excited, and then I get the. All right. Anyway, well, I'm sure there are other nice people.
There's a lot of nice people.
I think it started with the texter telling you not to talk. I was just like, you know what? Go listen to something else. I don't need you here.
Well, fairness, they could just text us your address and we'll send you back the money that you spent on listening to this radio show.
Oh yeah,
I'm always up for giving a full refund for what they paid for our show.
And are you going to charge them shipping, or are you going to let that go too?
$5 shipping and handling fee though they have to give me.
About right. Yeah, of course. Yeah. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It's listeners on the loose.
All right, let's talk alcohol. Someone said, did you guys hear that Sonic is doing hard seltzer? Yes. And it's based on their slushy flavors. Sign me up.
Oh, so it's going to be hard seltzer slushy, or is it going to be just the hard seltzer itself?
I think it's the flavor of the slushies, but they're not going to be slushy. And then it's in like a hard seltzer can, like those thin cans.
And there's no reason why you probably couldn't throw some of that in a slushy anyway.
Oh, of course.
There's nothing better than hard slushies.
Can I ask a stupid question with these things?
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
With the seltzers, the hard seltzers, why are they always in the same kind of cans, it seems? Everyone does like that thin...
The skinny ones?
The thin, skinny can. Is that like some kind of like marketing ploy? I know you can put them in the thick can. I mean, I know some of them do go girthy. But for the most part, they're like these thin cans.
Do you think because it's more feminine?
That's what I was thinking.
Well, then why wouldn't you have it be thicker and girthier if that was the case? Isn't that what women want?
It doesn't fit our hands.
What women want was just asked by... I don't even know what to say anymore. I think you should start talking about your kid.
Yeah, probably. Not at this very moment, maybe.
Yeah.
Or is it like, hey, it's slimming, so you have a slim can? You know what I mean?
Oh, you mean like are you
psychologically puts you in your head like, oh, this is not as much calories as like a beer or something.
I can see that.
I literally think it's just because of hand size, because women have smaller hands than men on average.
Oh, well, it could be that too.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, don't look at my hands. My hands are freaking catcher's mitts.
You're a freak of nature. You're different.
You got Russell Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, freak of nature and Russell Wilson. But we love you, Vicky.
Yeah, we do.
I feel it. But yeah, I'm reading an article that says another reason why a lot of these types of beverages are used in slim cans is to kind of represent the low-calorie beverage.
Oh, Steve, you called it.
So the whole give you that vibe that it's slimming.
It's slimmer. I feel slimmer. This is low calorie.
Yeah, I remember that. I think when Coke came out with all those flavors, I think that was also in a taller and slimmer can too.
Yeah, so it says it's probably because they just give off the vibe that it's not fattening.
Right, and it's the same amount of liquid too.
Huh?
Yeah,
it's just thinner and taller.
Isn't that amazing? Because sometimes I get mad at the packaging of something that looks like it's smaller than it really is, and it's the same size, but somehow the shape has made me think it's not as big. So this way, it actually works for him.
It's an interesting thing, though, like that they thought, okay, well, this is the way that we need to do it, and historically, it shows that they'll sell more cans that way. I wonder.
See that, Steve? That's why, you know what? They're marketing geniuses, and we're not.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. Can I leave things off of a bankruptcy, like my car?
You have to list all of your assets and creditors when you file bankruptcy. So you would have to tell the court and the trustee that you have the car or that you have a car loan. You could say that I want to keep my car and continue to make my payments on the car. But the court will need to know that you have a car and that you may have a payment on the car. So by leaving it off the bankruptcy, if you mean that you cannot disclose it to the court, the answer to that is no, you must disclose it. However, that does not mean that you'll lose those assets. You'll be able to keep things like a car and a house in almost all cases, but you must disclose them to the court. But you'll need to continue to make payments on a house or a car that you intend to keep.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.